See that phrase? They fell on their faces. Why would they do that? And look at these verses. Numbers 16, verses 43 and 45. And Moses and Aaron came to the front of the tent of meeting, and the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Get away from the midst of this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. And they fell on their faces. There it is again. And one might say that it's just a natural byproduct of being in the presence of a holy and a powerful God. And one would be correct. But I'm also going to suggest to you that this action is far more significant than that. I'm going to suggest that this phrase, and they fell on their faces, relates to a posture which defines a relationship with God that speaks to every generation and every culture, past, present, and future. It is the essence of our ability to relate to God and to each other as new creatures with a new life and a new way of being alive. So what does the phrase mean? Why do Moses and Aaron suddenly drop to the ground face down? Now, this is not the first time such an action has been recorded. It is called prostration. And we have read about it before in the book of Numbers. In fact, a word search reveals instances of Abraham and others doing the same thing. And as we move forward throughout Scripture, we'll discover that other individuals and groups of people have experienced this falling on their face before God. That would even include Jesus, and we'll get to that. The Hebrew Bible refers to prostration in two ways: falling on one's face or bowing low. It could be anything from a deep standing bow to kneeling and putting one's forehead to the floor, or to go as far as stretching out full length. In the Torah, it is a formal and a deliberate act signifying deference, obedience, worship. But there is a special Hebrew word used for this phrase, falling on one's face, or throwing oneself down on one's face. I'm not going to go into the word. It wouldn't mean anything to you anyway. But its meaning is this: it's a more dramatic form of prostration. It happens at times before a manifestation of God, as people are overcome with awe, and at times, other times, to initiate communication with God. In Torah, only Abraham, Joshua, Ezekiel, and Moses, once by himself and 4 times with Aaron, are brave enough to initiate communication with God. And in all of these circumstances, it happens after they fall on their faces.